Welcome babes, my name is Birthday Ann and I hope you enjoy my channel. Hey babes, welcome to my channel. So today I will be using these Red Heart Super Saver yarn. One is in the color Pretty in Pink and the other one is in the color of white. Both of them are 100% acrylic yarn. They're weighted 4 and both of them uses a 5.5 millimeter hook. So I have two hooks here, both are 5.5. Sometimes I switch between both of them. As you can see, both of them are 5.5. The hook is just slightly different. These are the two main hooks that I usually use. Sometimes without even noticing I be switching because sometimes I be losing where I'm putting my hook. And I have a pair of scissors. I have a needle to weave in the ends. I have a measuring tape to measure my measurements. And I have some stitch markers here. Okay, so these are the things that I will be using on making this bow tie open front top. Okay, so let's get started. Okay guys, so this is the Pretty in Pink yarn that I'll be using for my kind of like my freehand mini skirt that I want to make. So I am going to take my yarn. I am going to do a half double crochet foundation stitch instead of just a regular chain. So I'm going to start with the slip knot. Okay, so I want to do about 15 chain, or about a chain long enough to be about 2.5 3 inches. Okay, so to start with the foundation chain, we're gonna chain 2, so 1 and 2. So we're gonna yarn over. We're gonna put our hook through the first chain and we're gonna pull 3. So we have 3 loops on our hook and we're gonna yarn over, chain 1, so pull through that first one right here and then pull through all 3. Okay, so we're gonna yarn over again. So we're gonna put our hook through that chain 1. So we're gonna make sure we catch both yarns, so the front and the back, and then we're gonna pull through both. So we have 3 loops on our chain again. We're gonna yarn over, chain 1, so pull through just 1, and then yarn over, pull through all 3. So I am going to keep doing that until I have about 15 stitches, or 2 to 2.5. So this is count as 1 and this is 2. Okay, I'll be back when I have about 15. Okay guys, so as of right now, this is going to be the first one right here. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. We are going to do one more to make it a 15. So we're gonna yarn over. We're gonna make sure we get both loop, so make sure we get both V's right here. Gonna yarn over, and then we're gonna chain 1. Okay, now we have our 15 chains. As you could see, it is a little stretchy. See, it's very nice, a little stretchy. So this is going to be like the waist, like the waistband, you should say. So we're gonna chain 1, and then we're gonna turn our work this way where you could very much see the V's, and this is where we're gonna start our work. So we chain 1. So we're just going to do half doubles on the back loops only. So we're gonna yarn over, we're gonna pull through, and then we have 3 loops on our hook, and then we're gonna pull through all 3. Okay, so we're gonna put a stitch marker right here on the first one so we could know where our first chain is. Okay, so we're gonna continue. So we're gonna yarn over, we're gonna put our hook through the back loop only. Okay, now we have 3 loops on our hook. We're gonna yarn over, pull through all 3. So yarn over again, pull through the back loop, pull through all 3. Yarn over, pull through the back loop, and then pull through all 3. So this is our half doubles, and we're gonna continue doing that, okay, until we reach right here. Okay, I am back. So we only have 2 stitches left. So we're gonna yarn over, pull through the back loop only, and we're gonna yarn over, pull through all 3, and then we're gonna put it on the last one, and then we're gonna put it on the back loop only, and we're gonna pull through all 3. Okay, so this is what we have so far. So we are going to chain 1, and then we're gonna turn our work, and then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna yarn over and work in the back loops only. So half double crochet in the back loop only. So we're gonna take a stitch marker and we're gonna put it right here so we could know where our first chain is. Okay. And then we're gonna yarn over, work in the back loop only. Okay, back loop only, yarn over, back loop only. Okay. Okay guys, welcome back. So my hips, well, not my hips, like my waist measurement right above my belly button around is about 38.5. You could say 39 inches as of right now, without it being stretched at all. I got about 30 inches, but because this yarn is a bit stretchy, when I do stretch it, I got about 38.5 inches. So that's going to be perfect. Okay, so now we're going to stitch these together. So you're going to find which side you like better, the front, or which side you want to be the front and which side you want to be the back. So for me, this part could be the inside part. As you could see, it does look nice like this, but when you turn it over, you could see these better. So this is going to be my right side, and this is going to be my wrong side. So I'm going to have the one that I want as my right side on the inside, and then the one that I'm going to want as the wrong side to be on the outside for me to so we're gonna connect the 2 ends. Okay, when I had finished my row, I chained 1. So we're going to see, so on the very first one right here, because remember I started this with a half double foundation, not a regular chain, so you could see the V-stitch much better. with this when I started it with the half double foundation chain instead of the regular chain and then doing double crochet. So we're going to put it on the very first V here. And then we're gonna do slip stitches. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna take this. Okay. Oop. So we have two. So we're gonna take the first one. It's a little tricky connecting the yarns together. So I'm gonna chain one right here, and I'm gonna flip it so I could better work it. So we're gonna go through the second one, through the second V. We're gonna make sure that we get both. We're gonna make sure that we have both, or just go underneath it right here, and then on the other side we make sure we have both right here, and then we're gonna pull through, and then we're gonna slip stitch this, and then I'm going to chain one. Gonna go to the next stitch, slip, oop. I'm gonna go to the next stitch, make sure you got both, make sure you have both. So we're gonna have 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull through both, and then pull through here, and then we're gonna chain one. So I'm going to continue doing it like this. Okay, I'm gonna continue slip stitching this.
Are you gonna do my dress?
No, I'm not done with your dress, okay?
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll be finished with it soon.
Okay. Oh, what is that what you're making?
I'm making me a skirt.
Oh, a skirt?
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah. What about my brother? He likes blue jeans.
He likes blue jeans? Okay. I don't know how to make a jean, but I'll make him something blue.
Maybe a sweater?
Okay, I'll try to make him a sweater.
Okay. And you're gonna love that blue sweater.
Okay, so I went ahead and slip stitched this all the way at the end. So I'm just gonna do it one more time right here to get the top of this one and the top of this one. And then slip stitch this here, and then I'm going to chain one. Okay, so as you could see, this will be the wrong side, and once you go right here, this would be the right side. Oop. This would be the right side of the waistband. It's a little stretchy. See? So it is bouncy, stretchy. Okay. And also with your tension, if you do it a little tight, it might be a little more stretchy, but if you do it if you do it a little looser, it'll be more stretchy. If you do it tight, because I feel like my tension probably loosen a little bit on one side, but it's fine. It'll be good. Okay, so I had cut my yarn a little too early because I do want to put white in the dress, but it didn't look right putting the white when the edges are not clear. So I'm going to reattach my pink yarn, and this is where I had cut the yarn. So this is going to be the wrong side, so I'm gonna insert my yarn on the very first stitch of, no, that's not the very first. So this is the ridges that we did where we closed the 2 stitches together. So I'm gonna put my yarn right there on top of it, of the first chain. I make sure I took both, and I'm gonna just pull the yarn through, and I'm gonna chain 1. Okay, so I'm going to do a half double crochet all around, and I'm gonna put a half double crochet on every stitch, well, every middle part. So I'm gonna put one right here, I'm gonna put one right here. Okay, so I'm gonna yarn over, I'm gonna insert my hook right there on that first space that I saw, and I'm gonna pull through all 3, and then yarn over. I'm gonna put one in this space right here and pull through all 3, yarn over. I'm gonna put one in this space right here, yarn over, and then I'm going to put one in, I want this to act like a V, so I'm gonna make sure that part is on the back. Oop. I'm gonna insert this way, make sure that part is on the back. There we go. And make sure it comes like a V. Yeah, that's gonna be more secure. Like that. I'm gonna put my hook this one, yarn over, up. Gonna do the same thing. So we're gonna make sure we get, okay, see? So we're gonna get this part and then this V right here. And then we're gonna put one right here. So it's kind of like we're putting one half double crochet between every half double crochet that we have going, that we first did. So yarn over, put one here, yarn over. This one is a little tricky, so make sure you get this one first and then that one. Okay, yarn over, and then we're gonna put one right here, and then we're gonna get this too. Okay, make sure we get those 2. Okay. Oh, there's a hair. So keep doing that all the way around. All right. Okay, so I came back to where I first started. So I'm going to slip stitch this close. So I'm gonna go on the very first stitch, and I'm gonna yarn over, pull through, and then pull through, and I'm gonna chain 1. And this is what we're having. Okay, and this is how it's looking. So we are going to be working this way. So we're going to be working towards the bottom. Okay, so I feel like I should do rows, like maybe 3 more rows of the pink, and then I'm gonna maybe add 2 rows of the white, and then 4 rows. Maybe, I think that should be the pattern. As for the stitch we are going to be working with, I feel like we should just be doing, we're gonna see how half double crochet on both loops going to look. So this is going to be the first one. We're gonna yarn over, put it through the first stitch, pull through, and then pull through 2. Yarn over, go to the next stitch, pull through 2, and let's see how we're going to just be doing half double crochet all in every single stitch. Okay. We are going to be increasing just a little bit because my hips measurement is about 42 inches, and like I said, my waist was about 38 inches and a half, and my hips is about 42. So we are going to do this first row, of no increases at all, just half double crochet, and then on, so remember, so this was our first row of half double crochet. This is going to be our second row of half double crochet, and then on the third row of half double crochet, we are going to start doing our increases, which is not going to be a lot of increases for me because, like I said, my hips and waist is only about 2 inches apart. So we're gonna continue, keep doing half doubles on every single stitch all around until we come back to this one. Okay. Okay, so we are back. So I only have one chain left, so we are going to yarn over, and then we're gonna pull through 1, and then we're gonna yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay, and we're going to close this stitch right here. All right, we're gonna chain 1. Okay, so we are going to kind of find like the sides because we are going to start our increases. Like I said, I needed to go through my hips, and my hips is about 42 inches. So this is going to be the back side of the skirt. Okay, so we're just gonna try to make it as evenly as we can. So let's see, this is the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're gonna make this a half. Okay, so this should be even. We're gonna try to find like the middle part. So we're gonna take our stitch marker, and then we're gonna just put it right here, and then we're gonna get another stitch marker, and then we're gonna put it right here, and then we're just going to count to see, we're going to count to make sure that it's a bit even. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Okay, yep, so it's about even. So this is where we are going to do our increases. So we chain one already. Okay, so we did chain one. We're gonna yarn over and go to the very first stitch, pull through all three, and then we're going to continue. We're going to continue doing our half double crochet until we get to the first stitch marker. All right, so we're going to continue going to the first stitch marker, and then that is where we're going to do our increase. Now when I'm doing my increase, I'm just going to put 2 half double crochet inside the same stitch. Okay, so as you can see, we're only doing 1 half double crochet on every stitch, but once we get to our stitch marker, we're gonna add 2 inside the same stitch. We are almost there. Okay, we're just going to continue here. All right, so this is where our stitch marker was. So we're going to drop our stitch. Remember, we're going to increase, so we're going to add 2 half doubles inside the same stitch. So we're going to yarn over, and we're going to take both, yarn over, pull through all 3, and then we're going to yarn over again and put another half double crochet inside that same stitch, and then we're going to pull through all 3. Now we're going to get our stitch marker again, and then we're going to put it through the second, and then that's, so we're going to remember when we come back, this is where we're going to put we're going to keep doing our increases. We're going to do 2 half double crochet inside each stitch until we get to your desired hip length, which mine is 42. So if I want mine to be 42, so I need this to get to 22 inches. Okay guys, so remember we have our stitch marker right here on where we're going to do our increase. We're going to do the same thing we did over here at our another stitch marker, where we're going to put 2 half doubles inside the same stitch. So my hip measurement is 42. So if you do 42 divided by 2, we are going to get 21. So I need my skirt to be about 21 inches. So we're going to do our increases until we get to 21, because if we get so this side's going to be 21 and this is going to be 21. So since it is a circle, it will be equivalent to 42 inches. Okay, so we are going to continue doing our half. We're going to continue to do our half double crochet until we get to the other stitch marker. All right, so I'll see you back when I get to my other stitch marker. Okay guys, so I got to my 21 inches, so it's 18 inches not stretch, but once I do stretched it out a bit, it is 21 inches. Okay, so it is 21 inches. So I'm going to remove my stitch markers that I have, and I'm just going to continue. Okay, so I did how the length that I was looking for, which I wanted it to at least cover my butt area before I start doing the other stitch. So if I measured it right now, I have just a little, like about 12 and a half, almost 13 inches of the length of the only pink of the half double crochet I was doing. Now I want to add my yarn. I want to add the white color yarn, so I left just one stitch, and then for me to slip stitch this close. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to finish the row with the pink yarn. So I'm gonna yarn over, and I'm gonna put it through my last stitch, and then do the half double crochet. Now I'm gonna drop my pink yarn. Now I don't want to cut I don't want to be cutting to weaving a lot of ends, so I'm going to just leave my yarn. So the way that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my new yarn, my new color yarn. I'm gonna wrap it around my finger, make sure that I leave a tail to weave in. Okay, make sure the pink yarn is at the black. So I'm going to take the top of the chain, and then I'm going to pull through. I'm gonna hold the white also, and I'm gonna just slip stitch this close. And I'm gonna make sure I pull both of my yarns to make it tight, and then I'm gonna chain one. Okay, if you want, you could definitely cut your yarn and then change and then just do it with your new color yarn. But me, I don't want to have a lot of ends to weave in, so I'm just going to leave my yarn in. So after I chain one to close it, as you can see, this is the new yarn being attached. I am going to chain another one, so that would be a chain two. So I have two chains. Now I'm just going to keep continuing to do a half double crochet with this white color yarn. So I am going to put it in the first stitch, pull through, and pull through all three, and then this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to do the same thing I was doing with the pink yarn with the white yarn. So I'm just going to do a half double crochet all around until I come back right here. As you can see, this is the white yarn and this is the pink yarn. The pink yarn is still connected to the skirt, so I'm just going to go all around with the white yarn, half double crochet. Okay, we came to kind of like the last stitch. Let's see if we slip stitch this, and then we just chain one. So we just slip stitch this close and chain one. So what we are going to do now, we're just going to do another row of half double crochet. We're just gonna do one more row of half double crochet for this row. What I'm going to do, because I want another row of the white, and then we are going to do, then we're gonna go back to the pink. As you can see, my pink is still attached to the skirt. I didn't cut it, so I'm gonna do one more row and then I'm gonna come back right here. Okay, so we are going to do the mesh cluster stitch. So it's just going to be like a double, it's going to be a double crochet. So I chained three, so I'm gonna yarn over. I'm going to skip this stitch right here, and I'm going to the next one that's right here. Okay, so I'm gonna yarn over, skip this one, go to this stitch right here, I'm gonna pull through. I'm gonna yarn over, pull through 2. I'm gonna yarn over one more time to have 3, and I'm gonna pull through. Now I have 4. I'm gonna yarn over, pull through 2. Now I have 3, and I'm gonna yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay, and I'm going to chain 2 like this, and then I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to skip this chain, this stitch, and I'm going to the next stitch right here. So I'm gonna pull through right here. So oops, sorry. So I have 3, so I'm gonna yarn over, pull through 2. I have 2, yarn over again. Sorry, my yarn is all tangled up. Yarn over, I'm gonna put it through the same stitch again and pull through. Now I have 4, yarn over, pull through 2. I have 3, yarn over, pull through all 3, and I'm going to chain 2, 1 and 2. Okay, so this is going to be the stitch that I'm going to do. So I yarn after chain 2, yarn over, skip this stitch, go to the next stitch. We're gonna pull through. We have 3, so we're gonna pull through 2, 1, 2. We have 2 loops on our hook. I'm gonna yarn over. We have 3. We're gonna pull through the same stitch again. We're gonna yarn over, pull through 2, and then pull through all 3, and then we're gonna chain 2, 1, 2. Okay, so this is how it's looking. Let's do it a couple more times. Okay, so yarn over, go to the second one, Okay, so I am going to do that all around until I come back right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go do it all around and then the same stitch. So we're gonna put 2 double crochets in one, and then we're gonna skip each chain. Okay, okay, so we are at the last 2. So what I'm going to do, since this is going to act as a double crochet, I'm gonna skip 1, and then we're just going to put 1 double crochet here, 1 double crochet here, and just like so, and then we're gonna slip stitch this together. Okay, so I am going to take, I'm gonna drop my pink yarn, and I'm going to take my white yarn right here, and then I'm going to go on top of the chain 3. So see, this is the chain 3 right here. I'm gonna take this one right here, and I'm just going to slip stitch this close, and I'm going to chain 1. No, I'm gonna chain 2. like so. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna, okay, so we are at our last 2 stitches. I'm going to yarn over. I'm gonna skip this. I'm just going to put 1 double crochet here. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take my white yarn, and I'm going to close that up, drop the pink yarn, and then I'm going to slip stitch this close. Yep, and there we go. Now I'm gonna chain 2, so 1 and 2, and there we go. So we added our white yarn, we dropped the pink yarn right here. Okay, so we're gonna yarn over, and then we're going to half double crochet on every single, so we're gonna put 1 in this space, and then we're gonna go in between here. So you see, when we do our mesh cluster, we're gonna put in the middle, and then we're gonna half double crochet. Oh, take my yarn. Okay, so we're gonna yarn over. In the space right here, we're just going to put 1 half double crochet, and then we're gonna put our hook in the middle of our cluster, and then half double crochet like this. So this is how it's going to look. Okay, so we're gonna keep doing that. So that's going to be the pattern on every space, and then in between the cluster, 1 in this space and 1 inside the cluster right here. Okay, and that's how we're going to keep on going. There we go. So we're gonna keep doing that until we come right back here. Okay, okay, so this is going to be the pattern. So we're gonna put a half double crochet here, and then we're gonna yarn over, and we're gonna go put 1 in the middle right here. Oop, yarn over. Okay, so we're about to finish this row. We're gonna put 1 right here also, and then on top of our chain 2, we're gonna slip stitch this. So I'm going to do 2 rows of the white like I did here, 2 rows of the white, and then 1 row of the pink. 2 rows of the white, 1 row of the pink, and that's going to be our pattern. Okay, so we're gonna continue. So we're gonna just do half double crochet again all around on every stitch, half double crochet on every stitch, and then I'm going to show you again how I start with the pink, but this is going to be our pattern. Okay, okay, so we are at the last stitch, so we are going to make sure we have our white yarn, our pink yarn ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over, and then we're going to pull through. We're going to have 3. We're going to drop our white, we're going to drop our white, and we're going to pick up our pink, and then we're going to finish finish the stitch. Make sure we pull this, finish the stitch, and then we're gonna slip stitch this. Okay, on top of the chain 2, and we're gonna oop, and there we go. Like I said, you don't have to do it like I'm doing, but it's just going to minimize my leaving part, weaving, so I won't have a lot of yarn to weave in at the end. So we are going to chain 3. 1, we are going to chain 3, so 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to do the same thing that we did over here. Okay, so we're going to yarn over, we're going to skip 1, we're going to pull through half 3, pull through 2, in the same stitch, yarn over, pull through half 4, pull through 2, half 3, and pull through 3, and then chain 1, 2, chain 2, and then we're gonna skip 1, yarn over, skip 1, go through the next stitch, yarn over 2, yarn over 4, pull through 2, and pull through 3, and then chain 2. One more time, yarn over, skip 1, pull through 2, yarn over on the same stitch, pull through 4, pull through 2, have 3 left, and pull through all 3, and then chain 2. So that is going to be our stitch. Okay, so we're going to continue until we get right here. After this, we're going to do 2 rows of just a half double crochet, and then we're gonna do 1 row of the cluster, and then 2 rows of the half double crochet, and 1 row of the double crochet cluster, mesh cluster, and we should have something like this. So you could do this until you have your desired length. Once I have my desired length, I will come back and I will show you how I finish the skirt part. Okay, guys, we are at our very last stitch of the half double crochet row. This is going to be my last row, so I'm going to yarn over, put it on the last stitch, pull through, and then pull through all 3, and then I'm just going to slip stitch this row close, and then I'm going to chain 1. Okay, so I'm going to leave a bit of yarn out and cut my yarn, and then I'm going to be weaving this in. So I am also going to cut the pink yarn also, because I am all done. Okay, so now we only have 3 yarns to weave in. This one, and this one right here. So I am going to weave those in. But I was thinking about making a cute little belt for the waist area. I mean, it fits good, but I just want a belt to make it tight, to be more secure, more tight if I want it to be more tight. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the belt with the white yarn because I feel like it will be cute if I have a little bit of white on top here too. Okay, but it's up to you if you want a belt. If not, you could just leave it as is, which is super cute, just the way it is. All right. Okay guys, so I am going to make like a small little belt. I'm going to use the single crochet kind of slip stitch foundation chain. I think that's what it's called. So my waist measurement is about 42. So I am going to just get my yarn and I'm going to measure it until I get like maybe a maybe, let's see. So I'm just going to get like a very long chain. Okay, so I'm gonna get a very long chain for a okay, so about 120 inches. So I'm just going to make it super long because I need it to be super long. So just pull out a very long chain, and I'm just gonna pull out a little bit more just to be on the safe side. Okay, so once you have your super long chain, we are going to do a slip knot. Okay, I'm gonna put my hook. So this is our slip knot. So you're going to get the yarn that's you're gonna leave this end out, the end that you pulled out to be a very long the long pull, and you're gonna get the other one that's still connecting to the yarn. Okay, so you're gonna wrap the end that you pulled out around your hook. So, and then you're just gonna hold it down a little bit like right here. So you have 2 loops on your hook, and then the yarn that's still connecting to your yarn, you're gonna pull through both. Okay, so necessarily that's like a single crochet. So you're gonna wrap the end again that you pulled out to made a very long long yarn, and then you're gonna pull through both with the yarn that's still connecting to your to the ball of yarn. Okay, so you're gonna wrap this around again and just hold it to make 2, and then you pull both, and this is what we're having. Okay, so we're gonna keep doing that until you get your desired desired length that you're going to need to have. It's gonna become like a belt. Okay, so we're just going to keep doing that. Gets a little tricky, but yeah, so just keep doing that until you have your desired waist. But remember, because it's going to go around your waist and you might want to tie it, so just make sure you put a few inches, you make it a few inches longer, so it could go around your go through the skirt and then go around your waist. All right, so we're gonna keep doing this, and then once I have my desired length, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you how I put it through the skirt. All right, okay, so I weaved in my ends and I did the string. So this was the back, so you should find like the middle or whatever you think the middle is for you. Okay, so I want to start putting the string right here, and I want to end it like right here. Okay, so technically I'm going, so this is probably like, you could say this is row 1 and row 2, so I'm gonna put it on the second space right here. So I'm just gonna take a stitch marker to just stitch this to know where I want to end it. So I'm gonna put Gonna put it in here, so I'm gonna pull it. That's it. This amount. And I'm gonna find another space right here. There we go. Just take your time doing this. Okay, so I'm gonna put one right, I'm gonna put the other one right here. Okay. So we're just going to find like the second space, and then we're just going to put our string. Well, if you made a string to put, so just find a second space like this on top, and I'm gonna do it all around here. Okay. Okay guys, this is the final look of the skirt after I had put in the little string to make a belt. It is long enough for me, it was long enough for me to put it around the skirt, and also it have some left over. I don't know how to tie. I don't know how to make a knot, but it does have left over for me to make a cute knot with this. Okay, so this is the final look of it. This is where I had weave in the ends, but on the right side it doesn't even look like anything, but on the inside you could see where the strings was, but it doesn't show on the right side. Okay, so this is the skirt. Thank you so much for watching. I will be putting it on so you guys could see how it looks on me. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment to let me know what your thoughts was on this skirt, if you tried making it for yourself, and how it looked. All right, thank you so much. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. This was the final look. Here is a quote by Martin Luther King. It says, "We must accept infinite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope." Please like and subscribe.